So, welcome everyone, and thank you for logging in into this wonderful meeting. It is a meeting that will definitely help us to step our lives to another level, our success to another level. The assumption is that all of us who have logged in, we believe that we can be better tomorrow than we are today. That is the assumption, that you have dreams that you want to accomplish. And so that is exactly what we are going to discuss, and we will help you to meet those dreams. I'm JOSEPHAT KARIUKI. I'm excited to be the first speaker, and I'm also excited to welcome all those who are here for the very first time. It will be easy concept to follow. And thereafter, once I'm done, I'll be inviting a very special guest speaker all the way from Uganda. And we are so excited to have such speakers, seasoned speakers, people who have built very nice businesses. And his testimony, his success story will inspire somebody here to join us and go for their dreams. And those who are already in the business to take it even more seriously with more commitment to take this level. So as I've said, I'm KARIUKI JOSEPHAT, married to one Pieros Cherotich, and between us, we are blessed with 4 children. They are the reason why we started this business 15 years ago. 15 years is quite some time. By that time, when this opportunity found us, we were employees. My wife was a high school teacher with the body that employs teachers, the government body, we call it TSC here. And I was a full-time in the university teaching computer science. So we had good jobs, but then as you know, a job will only help you to pay bills, go through life without achieving much. But within our hearts, we felt and we knew we were born for more than that. Not utilizing our potential. And I thank God that from when we started this business, we have never looked back. We've been able to achieve our wildest dreams. All the dreams that we had, by the way. But you see, when you succeed, you discover there is more room for success. That is life. So welcome all. Allow me now to get to the first session where I'll be sharing slides with us so that it is easy for you to follow. And so I will go ahead and share my slides. And there we go. I want to assume that what I'm seeing on my end is what you are seeing on your end. If not, let someone let me know. So, our mission is very simple. Very, very simple. To help individuals to start their own businesses so that they can achieve financial freedom, travel around the world, and enjoy a better lifestyle. That's all we do. So we help each one person at a time. The idea is you cannot change the world at once. You change the world by changing one man or woman at a time. You can imagine how it can be so easy to change the whole world if all of us decided to change only one person at a time. That is what we do. But the main thing out of the many things we'll be discussing is really how do you increase your income so that you are not depending on only one source of income, especially those who are employed. And that is what Jim Rohn says, that even in the worst economies, people will still thrive because your income is not pegged on the economy, but on your mindset, your way of thinking, your philosophy. So we'll be offering some solutions to all of us. The first one, which is often ignored by many people, is remedy to health crisis. We are in an era where chronic diseases are so many and people are so, overwhelmed. But please get me right. We are not talking of bring all the sick people so that they can be healed. We are not a hospital So we believe prevention is better than cure. Wellness industry is different from sickness industry. We are in wellness industry. And we are saying that your health is your greatest wealth. How many of us in the core believe that my health is my greatest wealth? And why are we saying this? Because even if you have millions today and you get a challenge like cancer, you are likely to have 0 shillings in your account. The cancer will sweep all your wealth that you have worked so hard to accumulate. I hope you can appreciate our first remedy here. Okay. And it is simple to understand issues of health. You become what you eat. You eat the healthy food you can see on the left, you become healthy. And the converse is true. You eat what looks so yummy here, and you are feeding disease. So eat what is nutritious, what is good for your health, not what is sweet in the mouth. And one other organization tells us if you can follow this wellness triangle, then even at old age, your health will be perfect. Do a lot of exercises at the bottom and manage your weight. Then take whole grains because whole grains feed your cells. Then as we go up, notice that we are narrowing down. Of course, we still have lots of fruits and vegetables, but less of proteins. 20 grams in a day is enough, especially for red meat. And then avoid sugars and fats as much as you can. That's how we should do it. But you'll agree with me that we don't do it that way. Should we do it that way, then our cells will be so healthy that the cell membrane is soft and permeable. You see the cell membrane here, soft and permeable, so that the nutrients can go in and waste can get out. That's a very healthy cell. Diseases will keep a respectable distance. You have energy from morning to the evening. I'm sure you can see I behave like it's in the morning when it is in the evening. Why? I took this seriously, this advice. But instead of doing it that way, we do what this lady here is doing, smiling all the way to the grave. This stuff is what cancer, diabetes, pressure, they love eating. This is the food for those diseases. So as you feed this way, just know that you are attracting those chronic diseases. So we have inverted the triangle upside down, doing more of what we should do less and less of what we should do more, so that our cells now are like this, not able, because the cell membrane is hard, so nutrients cannot go into the cell and waste cannot get out of the cell. So toxins accumulate in our cells. Ladies and gentlemen, the effect is we get all these chronic diseases. Think about that. Think about that. Heart disease, cancer, diabetes, name them. The people you buried recently, didn't they die because of one of these? But we're saying it is time to reverse the trend. All is not lost. And so we have deliberately, Superstars team, we have deliberately partnered with a company that is so careful and keen to offer health solutions for the last 67 years. So when we discovered that, we said, wow, this is our worth partner, because we can be able to do business when we partner with them. Neolife International. Neolife simply means new life. New life, a new beginning. Life was challenging, now we make it better. Okay. And why has the company been there for 67 years, from 1958? Because of the strong values, honesty and integrity. People are number one. We value people, products that work. And you can see the scientists down here who do research on these products to make sure that they work. In fact, I dare tell us that the Scientific Advisory Board of Neolife, the founder, the late Dr. Arthur First, was the founder of the cancer chemotherapy. So that is the level of scientific rigor, research that we are talking about. So the products really work. And equal opportunity for all, old, young, professors, those who are not very highly educated, as long as you have a dream that you want to achieve. a long-range vision, so that it's not just about benefiting today and tomorrow, but even generations to come after us. That's why the company has been there for all these years, and it has spread to over 57 countries globally. As you can see there, 57 countries. Now, this is what we want to do. We want to, in partnership with Neolife, they provide us with products that can help our unhealthy cells to be healthy, to move from the unhealthy state here to the healthy one here. And the number one product, the renowned product worldwide, that even if you don't get anything else, this will give you a breakthrough, is the so-called TRNN. TRNN is simply whole grains put up together to feed the cells, to nourish the cells, so that the cells are perfectly healthy and you are as healthy as your cell. So when the cell membrane is soft and permeable, nutrients can go in and waste can get out. So you have energy throughout the day and you retain vitality throughout. At old age, you still have the energy that you had when you were a young person. Is that not what we want? Those who are maybe in their 60s, 70s, is it not interesting when you have the energy of the 20s and 30s? I know that we have some here. I have seen Faith Gaira, among others, in their 70s, and they behave like young girls because of TRNN. Oh my. And you are affecting your health from cellular level. I want to just mention that we have many other products, and now we got to the main thing, that is the business. That is what brought us here. So the Neolife company also provides us with many health care products. If you want maybe for your joints, joint health, we have them. If you want to manage your weight, we have them. If you want to and your calcium levels in your, we have them. To fine-tune your hormones, we have them, and so on and so forth. More than 100 different ones. But we also have, as you can see at the center here, organic age-defying skincare. This organic age-defying skincare. If you want to look younger for longer, this is your solution. Then we have organic and natural cleaning detergents. Instead of using chemicals to bathe, to wash utensils, your house, everything chemicals, and you inhale them and all that and get those cancers, we have organic ones here. They are more economical. They are cheaper. I challenge you to try them. They are cheaper. You save a lot of money. And finally, we have another very powerful product that has changed or transformed agriculture worldwide, and that is Superglue. I'm happy that our guest speaker tonight comes from Uganda. He will tell you that in Uganda, this is gold. They are able to build huge businesses using this product called Superglue because it triples the yields of our farmers, and it's organic. It doesn't change the pH value of the soil, and that is what all of us want. And it's organic, so you're not giving people chemicals to consume. So what I've done, I've just shown you the kind of products that we have. And now as we talk about the second solution, that is how to gain financial freedom, you can appreciate that we are using high quality products. High quality products. And with that, we can build lasting businesses. That is what I want to show us as the second solution that you are offering to the world. So if you are employed, you want financial freedom, not just to work for a living, not just to work to pay bills. Financial freedom means you can do what you want to do when you want to do it, regardless of how much it costs. Are we ready for that? And let me challenge us that if you don't work for your dreams, others will hire you, your boss. They will hire you to work for their dreams. So you better work for yours. And what are your dreams? Is it to earn some additional income so that at least the month can get finished before the money is finished? Because what gets finished first in your case? Is it the money? Is it the month? For many people, for me, that time before I started this business, my income was getting finished long before the month could get finished. That's why I started this business. I needed to change that. So I don't know about you. What is your motivation? What's your dream? Is it this kind of a machine? I came in when I wasn't driving, not even a simple car. But today, I'm driving these kind of machines. The latest shape of Land Cruiser. I mean, I don't want to preempt much, but these are the things that motivated me to start the business, and now they are behind me. I achieved all of them. Talking of financial freedom, today I'm no longer teaching in the university. I was able to fire my boss because I was able to achieve my dreams. Is it to travel around the world? Don't be born here in Kenya or Uganda or wherever you are, Malawi. You are educated there. You marry there. Everything is there. You work there. You die there. You might resurrect still within your country. No, travel around the world. Or is it to build this kind of a home? A beautiful home. A house on top of the other. I was telling friends today that because of this inspiration and dreams, I found myself building a home, a house on top of another and another below. That means I still have some more rooms underground, and that is what we all want with humility. I hope someone is saying hallelujah. Now, the second question is, how do you earn your money? Because how you earn your income defines whether you are going to be limited or you are going to have an unlimited stream of income. We have 4 quadrants in this cash flow quadrant. The first one here is for employees, people who only depend on the salary that they are given by the employer. So they don't dictate how much. Now, such people really go through just achieving the minimum there is to be achieved. Others become self-employed. They start a small business, but this cannot really take you very far. It's additional stress, and that is not what you want. But on the right-hand side, we have big business builders. People who own a system. They work with a system. And what this means is, even when they are not working, the system is working for them. So you earn money even when you are not working. And that is what we call residual income. And finally, when you're a big business builder, you become an investor. You become an investor where money works for you. You don't work for money. Isn't that interesting? How many of us in the call would love to move from the left-hand side of employees and self-employed to the right-hand side of big business builders and investors? I believe all of us, yes, all of us would love. It's a prayer. Now, let me show you how you do that. We tell you, partner with Neolife International so that you become an instant entrepreneur. An instant entrepreneur. How do you do that? I'll show you the next slide. But then, immediately you do that, you start earning additional income, as I'll show you. You earn a residual income. You become your own boss, not working for anyone, with a lot of flexibility. You can see like now we are doing this meeting at 8 p.m. East African time, so that you don't have to ask for permission from any boss. That is flexibility. Low risk, no much risk. Then you are given a website, a digital office suite. Then lots of incentives, travel. Like now from 22nd of May, we shall be traveling, flying to Cape Town as an incentive. I'll show you how you get to enjoy all these things. And that will be, with my wife, Pia Rose, that will be our 40th flight with Neolife International as incentives, never paying anything, because we've built some wonderful businesses over the last 15 years. Then you are a part of a positive community, which is transformative, and you're on a mission to make the world healthier and end the chronic financial stress. That is what happens. But then, how do you succeed? What are the success habits that we use? Number 1, we tell you, define your purpose. Be driven by a motivating, strong, exciting goal. When you wake up in the morning, what motivates you to work hard? What is that you want to achieve? And this is the first thing we ask you to do. The second one is, don't go buying things from other shops out there. Now, your Neolife is your shop. You are a partner with the company, so you are one. So promote your own business. But now, every time you buy any product, you get points. These points will be converted into money. And number 3 and the last one, talk to people who are willing to change their lives. And when they join the business or buy the products, then you are getting more and more points. Now, all the total points from number 2 and number 3 will be summed up together and you get hefty bonuses. The question you should be asking yourself is, how do I maximize on the points? And that is what now I want to show you. Now, we tell you, when you partner with the company, the first thing you want to do is have your 100 points. Maybe you buy just 2, 3, 4 products for your own use or something like that, and you have your 100 points. And then we'll be able now to bring in other people. We talk to other people so that they can do the same, simple duplication. But let me show you the easiest way of getting the 100 points. First, you can register, and in the registration kit, you get a full kit with some product inside, and that will cost only 9,200 Kenya shillings. That's just few dollars, less than 100 US dollars. And when you do that, you get the kit. It has international license. I told you we are in 57 countries. You'll never require any other license. Then it has literature material to explain the business more. Everything is inside there. But this gives you how many points? 34 points. So how do you top it to 100? Simple. Get 3 TNNs instead of 1. That is 34 points of 1 TNN times 3. That is 102 points. Simple. That's already over 100 points. But for the money, note that it's not 9,200 times 3, which would be 27,600. It is just 17,420. Much lower. So we encourage you, if you can, start with the 3 TNNs. That gives you 100 points automatically. Then from there, we encourage you now to every month do what we call 3 in 30. Bring in 3 people, each with 100 points. Simple. How are they getting 100 points? 3 TNNs. And you now your business is growing because you will not be paid from your 100 points, but from the points from the entire team, the 400 points there. I'll show you how that one works. But just to appreciate the simplicity of this business, look at this. Supposing you brought only one person. Only one person. How many are you? 2. Now, each one of you, the 2 of you, bring only 1. How many are you? 4. Now, note that every one person is having their 100 points. So how many points will the 4 of you have? 400 points. We call them PV, point values. And imagine you're already being paid bonuses. 3% of the entire bonus business volume for the 4 of you. This is working smart instead of working hard. Now, supposing the 4 of you bring only 1 person, I'm just showing you the simplicity of this business. Now, the 8 of you, that is 800 points. You are called a manager. Titles start coming in. You are paid at a higher percentage, 5%. That's some good bonus. With only 8 of you bringing 1 person each, you have 1,600 points. You are called a senior manager, earning at 10%. That is quite a good amount of money. I will show you in the next 2-3 scenarios. Then from there, you'll be 32. Do you need to do a calculation there today? 32. How many points? 3,200. You are called an executive manager, paid at 20%. That bonus is already over 500 US dollars. And when you have 64 of you, that is 6,400 points, you are paid at 25%, and you are called a director. And director, because that is where we want you really to focus on, will be taking home more than 1,000 US dollars. Now, everyone in this call, honestly, let's be honest, let's be sincere. Can 120,000 Kenya shillings, more than 1,000 US dollars, can it do something in your life? In fact, it's like 1,200 US dollars? Can it change something? Can it add some value? Let's be honest. You are working where you are working, but now you are getting an extra 1,200 US dollars. Can it change something? So we invite you to have a look at this opportunity. Take it seriously. Remember, this is just 2, 3, 4 months. You are a director from experience. I took only 4 months, so it's possible. That was the year 2010. Oh my. Now, from there, you only need to help one person to become a director like you, and you are called a Sapphire Director, taking home over 150,000 Kenya shillings. And then with the 3 directors, you are called a Ruby Director, taking home over 3,000 US dollars. And when you have 6 directors, you are called a President Team Member, taking home over 700,000 Kenya shillings, over 7,000 US dollars. And that is where, that is what we did with my wife, Piaros. And in a span of 2 years, 11 months, we were all the way to the top as President Team Members. And you can see the kind of transformation that we experienced there. Oh my, excellent. Driving that kind of a machine. That is our second home here in Nairobi, in the capital city. Look at those kids there. They are now in international schools doing the British curriculum. Look at where my wife was brought up and the way we transformed that immediately. And that's my wife there just enjoying life because we came with nothing. And now through this business, we've built some good financial base. And that is what can happen to each one of us. And of course, we believe in working for excellence, not just mediocrity. We believe winning is in our DNA. So as you join us, be ready to win. And there's a lot of lifestyle and travel because I don't want to come back again after our guest speaker. Let me just peruse through this. A lot of lifestyle and travel. That's the third thing that we provide. You can see how excited our directors are in these 5-star hotels, just having fun. These are the top hotels. Those who are in Kenya, you know, Ole Sereni Emar. That is where presidents, when they come to Kenya, they go. Kempinski, Villarosa. Those are the hotels we take you when you become a director. We'll be at Ole Sereni Mara on 26th of next month after our Superstars convention at KICC on 26th of April. This is life. Look at that. At Sarova Stanley, just having fun. Having fun. I can see our Sapphire directors from Zambia, Dr. Tino and Irene Mshukano there, all the way from Zambia. So it's possible. This was Dar es Salaam, having fun at Serena Hotel, just having fun. You become a Sapphire, we take you to Windsor. Ruby directors, we take them to a Gold Coated Hotel in South Africa, Santon Sun Hotel. Look at all this traveling. Every year we travel, and sometimes we travel even 3 times. Oh my. 2012, Victoria Falls, then Dubai. Then we went to climb to the top of the tallest building in the world, Burj Khalifa. Obai, George in South Africa, Cape Town in South Africa. 2018, we had 3 flights, 1 Abu Dhabi, then Mauritius, then Mexico, Los Cabos, the same year. What else do you want in life? 2019, Abu Dhabi again, with lots of cash incentives. This is not a monthly bonus. It's on top of the bonus, you are given some appreciation. 615,000, my friend. That is 6,000 plus US dollars as a token for a good job done. This is where I want to be for the rest of my life. This is just last year. We were in Mauritius again. You can see us there, myself and Pierre Rose, my wife, having fun. And at the middle here, we have the CEO of the company just having fun. And now, as I've told you, from 22nd of May, we are flying to Cape Town. I'm so excited that we'll be with people like our guest speaker tonight because this business is for everyone. We'll be in Cape Town. Oh my, we already have our air tickets. All expenses paid by the company. And my challenge to our guests, those who are here for the first time, my challenge to us is, what can hold you back now that you have a sure vehicle to your dreams? What can hold you back? Whatever it is, decide to go over it. Whether it is fear of the unknown, how will I succeed? Where will I get people? Those are just but excuses. If your why, your dream is big enough, then jump on board. The paybill number is there for those who are in Kenya. Business number 1950 account number. You put your national ID. Amount is right there. If you're not in the country, the person who invited you here will guide you on the equivalent way of registering. Don't procrastinate. Start today. A year from today, you will look back and thank yourself for starting. And those who will not start, a year from today, again, you look back and say, I wish I started. Thank you so much. Help me, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome on stage our upcoming president, all the way from Uganda, Justus Muhumuza. Justus, please take it away, my friend.
Hey. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to share my screen. Just a minute, I'm trying to share my screen here. Can you see the screen?
Sorry, you've not shared the right one because you are sharing yourself. I mean, what is on your
Just a
screen? You've
minute.
not opened the document yet.
Try to do this.
Yeah, it's good now.
You can see my slides?
Yes, we can see them. Maybe you would want to put slide shows. Yes.
You can see that?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start by congratulating every single person on this call. You're welcome to join our Saturday business meeting. And I also want to start by appreciating our mentor, Dr. JOSEPHAT KARIUKI, for giving me this opportunity to be able to log into this meeting and to be able to share my success story with the international superstars. I really, really love it every single time I'm invited to come and share, because I know through sharing, usually our prayer is that you might be inspired, you might be challenged, and you may come to terms and conclusions that if these people can be able to succeed in this business, I too can be able to join and succeed. You belong to the best team, the international superstars, as you can hear the name. I hope that each of us on this call believes in themselves and they know that they are actually international superstars, so that we can be able to succeed and be able to live our dreams, just like our mentor, Dr. JOSEPHAT, has been able to live his dream through the New Life Opportunity. So my name is MUHUMUZA Justus, for those that are seeing me for the very first time. And I am married to Susan Tumuhere. As you can see her, you can see us in the picture. And together we have 2 children, a boy and a girl. And they both go to school. And in the New Life business, we've been on for some time, and currently we are 2 Ruby directors. We started New Life some time back. By then, I was a university student at Makerere University, and I had actually registered for a dead year because my parents didn't have money to keep me in school. As you can see there, that's a picture that I took when I was only 2 years old in the business. I really started off this business as a very young man who was looking for a way on how to be able to study and get a degree at the university and maybe hope for a job so that I can actually be able to start off my life. But things didn't go well. But I also thank God that actually things didn't go well because out of registering for a dead year or out of dropping out of the university, that is how I came into partnership with New Life, which I believe that probably if I didn't have that challenge, maybe I would have never had an opportunity to actually belong to the New Life community. So I think in life, it's always very important to thank God for everything that comes to our lives, whether good or bad, because sometimes when things are a bit challenging, that's when we get to meet opportunities that are able to inspire us and be able to turn our lives around. So when I was invited, a friend of mine told me that Justus, there is a business that if you understood, you can be able to greatly change your life. And that is something that I always pray for. I always pray that every single person that is able to listen to our opportunity, I always pray they can be able to understand what we do and how we do it. Because very many distributors, very many guests have missed out. They have missed out on this great opportunity that could be able to turn their life around simply because of failure to understand. And if you're a guest on this call, or if you're a distributor who has just gotten started, I just want you to have that faith that if others can do it, you too can be able to do it as well. If our mentor can be able to live a life of his dreams, that is only evidence that you too can be able to live a life of your dreams through the new life opportunity. So I was invited at that point, and I came in. The meeting was at Serena Hotel. Then New Life was celebrating 50 years of existence. And the meeting was big. The audience was huge. And one thing I loved from the meeting, I loved the fact that there were professors, there were engineers, there were doctors, there were bankers, there were, the business was welcoming every category, whether educated or not educated, everyone was welcome. And then that's one thing I loved. But then from my meeting, I saw products. And when I saw products, I had never done any business before. I had never sold anything before. So my fears kicked in immediately. And I think fear is also something that has greatly affected so many distributors and affected so many guests who would have actually joined and done this business. They fear. I had the same fear. And in me, I was saying, okay, this business is good. This business can be able to change people's lives. But then I was wondering, how do I even get customers? I am still new in Kampala. By then, I was only about 6 months old in Kampala. I was wondering, how do I even get the customers? Where do I start from? But then I was promised that there is a very good training system that I can be able to enroll, that I can be able to learn. And if you are a distributor on this call, if you are a guest, when you get started in this opportunity, you need to attend meetings. You need to be mentored. You need to listen to your uplines. Let them show you, let them teach you about the business. Because I had to be trained, I had to learn skills like business building skills, communication skills, presentation skills, leadership skills, people skills, customer acquisition skills. I had to acquire all these skills. Now, when you get all these skills, this business keeps on becoming easier and easier and easier and easier, to an extent that it becomes a lifestyle. You find yourself doing things and you start imagining, how did I even do them? But that's because you've been training and you've been mentored, you've kept on growing, you know? So when I kept on attending the trainings and the meetings, I became a senior manager in my first month. I became a director in 6 months. I became a wealthy member in 13 months, and life started changing, completely changing. That's how I was able to buy my first car as a student. I started investing money in land. I started then 2011 September, we lost our dad. I'm a firstborn in a family of 8, and I found that this business, I could be able to even support my whole entire family. Today we have a doctor. Today we have a pharmacist and an electrical engineer. Today, being a father of 2, I am glad that Neo Life gives me an opportunity to take my son and daughter to the best schools in Kampala. And that's a very good opportunity. That's something I truly love out of this business. And the other thing that I love so much is that New Life gives us an opportunity to mentor and change other people's lives. Now, these are some strong leaders on my team. They came into the business, they listened to my testimony, and were like, Justus, look, if you can be able to change your life through this opportunity, we also would want to change our lives. And look, these are guys we have mentored. These are guys we've worked with, you know. And today, some of them are earning $2,000, $1,500, $1,000. Others are even earning $3,000. Look, this is Joseph Mojesha, JOSEPHAT director, who was just running a boutique. But I mean, today is one of those guys that I'm very proud of, sleeping in his own house. I mean, sleeping in his own house. He travels here. We're in Mauritius. In May, we are going to be in Cape Town with him, you know. So it's a very, very good opportunity. This is Dennis Moshabe. Monthly, he will walk out with about $3,000 as a SAFA director. Can you imagine $2,500, $3,000 on a good month? Someone who started, he didn't have hope about the future. But look, to taking pictures with the founder. Now here we're in Mauritius, beautiful family, father of 3, you know. I mean, we are still going to be with him and the wife in Cape Town. My goodness, if you're a guest, this is the business that we are calling you to come and have a look at. This is a business that you can enroll. And in the next 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 years, your life has completely turned around. This is my family, you know. This is my family. This is my wife. This is my daughter, my son. And here we're in Zanzibar. So it's a great opportunity that can actually take an ordinary person, that can help an ordinary person to live an extraordinary life. That's why I'm saying I always pray that every single person that listens to this opportunity can be able to understand it, can be able to say, if these people can do it, I too can do this opportunity. I love that this business helps us to connect with as many people as possible. You know, look at these fine people. I mean, I love it when they say that when you spend time with 5 idiots, very soon there'll be 6 idiots. Now, when you spend time, when you get into the New Life community, and you're spending time with these kind of fine people, you're spending time with Dr. Josephat. I mean, how do you expect your life not to change? How? You come into the business, they came into the business in a humble way, they've built it to the top. And guess what? When you get started, you're also going to be mentored and helped to make sure that you also build it to the top. How do you fail to make it when you spend time with such kind of fine people and you're being mentored by such kind of fine people? Look at them. And these are some of the things that I have loved out of this business. And you cannot take this in a light way, by the way. I love the fact that this couple, they are my good friends. I can call them and we talk. I love it that we are going to reunite when we go to Cape Town. And guess what we are talking about? We are talking about developmental ideas. All these are benefits of being part of this business. Talk about travel. When I was getting started in this business, if you told me that just as one day you're going to go to London, you're going to travel, I would ask you simple questions. I travel to London to see who? Who will pay? What if I get lost there? So even when I was getting started, honestly, I was only interested in the money. The travel wasn't my thing. But let me tell you, as I kept on growing in the business, I got my first trip, the second one, the third one. Today, I'm telling you, if New Life says no more traveling, I think I'd be the first person to strike. Because I have learned that it is very important to travel the world, to go to these beautiful places. This is my team. We had gone to Zanzibar, as a team. We said, actually, today we've reached at a level whereby not only do we travel with the company, but even as a team, we also organize our own trips. And we say, let us go and have fun as a team. This is my wife here together. We were on a boat cruise to Zanzibar. And I mean, this is a beautiful opportunity. I do not think that if you are employed and maybe you have a trip, which is in most cases a work trip, I don't think you'll be given an opportunity to travel with your loved ones. This opportunity, we have those opportunities. Here we were in Mauritius, one of the best holiday destinations. And interestingly, the company always pays for all of these trips. Here we were in Durban, South Africa. Can you imagine? Spending time in such fine, beautiful places, hotels, eating and sleeping, and you're not worried about who is going to pay, That's the kind of life. Here we were in Istanbul, in Turkey, having fun, enjoying. We had a boat cruise for about 6 hours. My goodness, that's the kind of life. Now, let me tell you one thing I've loved about New Life. New Life is not about selling products. Some people join with a mentality, I am joining, then sell a few products, make some profit, make some money. No. New Life is about living the dream. That's why the number one qualification that you need to succeed in New Life is to have a dream. What is your dream? What kind of car do you want? Our mentor just told us when he got started, he always dreamed of driving machines. And guess what he's driving today? The latest shape of a Land Cruiser. Wouldn't you have such kind of a dream? Now that's what New Life is all about. I love the fact that a few years ago, when we started growing in the business, we kept on growing. We decided to buy 3 acres of land, 25 kilometers from the city center, Kampala. 3 acres of land. Today, that is, it almost goes up to about, it's almost about, let me see how much in dollars, 750 million shillings. That's about $80,000. Yes, about $80,000. Now that's the land, 3 acres of land where we're building our first home. Can you imagine? Whereas someone else will join the business and think that this is a business of selling some simple TNN, selling some LDC, I will tell them that, look, this is a business that you're going to start off in a humble way, but one day you can build such a beautiful home. Our home is going to Our home is costing us about 1 billion, about 1.2 billion shillings. That's about 350,000 US dollars. So 350,000 US dollars plus about $80,000, the price of the land. We are speaking about good money, about 2 billion shillings that actually we are going to be sleeping in, courtesy of the money we have earned from New Life. Now, if you're on this call and you're still doubting this business, you're still wondering, does it work? You're still wondering, can I make it? Can I be able to live a life of dream? You are in the right place. All you need to do is to listen carefully to your uplines. When they say jump, just jump. Don't ask why. Just do what? Just jump. When they say let's invite, let's attend this meeting. We have an online meeting. Let's invite massively. Don't ask any questions. Just do what you have been told. That is how we begin changing our lives. Look at that. That is an investment. We did phase one, which were these, and they are already done. They are already being rented out. And now, after building our home, we are doing phase two together with my wife. Now, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. That's why I'm saying that I pray that you understand this business. I pray that you can be able to build this business and give it your very best. Because when you give New Life your very best, New Life will pay you back in a way that you will never understand. I love the travels. I love the monies. I love the fact that we are able to change as many people's lives as possible. So I would really pray that if you're a guest and you listen to this call, don't ask many questions. Just get started. Let us show you how we've been able to do it so that you can also do it as well. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be able to share my story. And as I conclude, I want to tell you that this business is a great business. There is a reason as to why we've been around for over 67 years. We've been around for over 67 years because it's a very good business that can be able to transform and change your life and other people's lives. So thank you so much for listening to me. Back to you, our mentor. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you. I can only say thank you so much, Justus, for such a wonderful inspiration. Wow, team, that is what can happen if you take this business serious. But there are those who take it casually, they become, casualties. But for people who really want to achieve the maximum there is to be achieved, there you get it from Justus. Thank you so much, Justus, and pass our regards to Susan. Now I challenge our guests and even members. You want to work out this business so well that when you meet with Justus, whether it will be in Mauritius or Hawaii or wherever you will meet through New Life vacation, you remind him, Justus, you know what? I was in that meeting on 22nd of March 2025. I had just joined, or I was a guest. I was just a manager. And from that story, I decided I'm going to give it my best shot. And that is why I'm here with you in Hawaii. That is what you can do. So I want to request that you turn to the person who invited you. That's your angel. The one who invited you to this meeting, before you go to bed, be courteous enough, if they are there with you physically, get in touch with them. If it's a call, it's all right, call them. And after thanking them for believing in you, then ask them only that one question. Would you help me to get started tonight? Give yourself that gift as we go into Easter. Give yourself that gift that you live to remember that this is where it all started. Let your children and your grandchildren be saying it all started on 22nd of March 2025. And to the contrary, if you don't take up the opportunity, life will just continue the way it has been. So I challenge you, and I want you to challenge yourself that this is going to be a new beginning. Thank you so much, even for finding time to be here with us, our dear guests and the team. Let's change the world together by first changing our own lives. Thank you. God bless you. God bless your families. Have the best of the remaining part of this weekend, and see you at the top if you be there. God bless you. Thank you, and enjoy your night. Bye-bye, all. Thank you, Justus.